I'm here in my garage with my Lamborghini. I'm not renting this house in Malibu. I own this house in Malibu. In fact, this is just a guest house. When I was a kid, I always said I'd own a yacht. Now I have 4 of them. While the jury is still out on whether or not the purchasing of lavish things can actually make us happy, thankfully you don't need to spend that much in order to improve your life right now. Here are 3 of the best cheap purchases I've ever made that have drastically improved my life with their prices. I've always considered myself to be rather proactive about my health and well-being. While I definitely don't make perfect day-to-day dietary decisions, goddamn candy, I'm typically rarely hesitant to try something new that for one reason or another I believe has the potential to improve my life.
You're a weird guy.
Of course, I always do my research and always recommend and suggest that you too do the same. But of all the things that my mind loves to overthink on a regular basis, purchases like this typically tend to not be one of them, especially when the cost of them is rather insignificant. And thankfully, in many cases, I've stumbled upon things that are genuinely helpful, including these 3 things. Item number 1 is actually the contraption that's right behind me. It's the Anthrodesk laptop stand. As someone who has done the vast majority of my work on a laptop since 2010, I increasingly found myself growing more concerned about the impact that the angles of using a laptop had on my back and neck.
Hey, tell me about it.
So I did some digging and found that elevating the laptop screen to closer to your eye level and then connecting an external mouse and keyboard so that those don't come up there with you could actually be a game changer. And it has been, especially when it comes to my neck pain. I bought this one in 2018 on Amazon for $29.99 Canadian. And as far as I can see, it's still available, and I have the info about the specific one that I have available in the link in the description.
Oh, really?
Item number 2 are my beloved blue light blocking glasses. My initial purchase of them was definitely an experiment, which led me to making a now very popular blog about my experience with them. But since that point, I've actually dramatically increased how frequently I use them, to the point that I actually wear them pretty well all day, both at work and at home whenever I am looking at a screen of any type. Just like the laptop stand, I purchased my blue light blocking glasses off of Amazon in 2018 for $24.90 Canadian, and have not regretted that purchase for even a single minute. From helping to get rid of my eyes turning bloodshot after a day of looking at screens all day for work, to reducing headaches and helping me to fall asleep better, they are a godsend in my honest opinion. Again, I'll put the link to the specific ones I have in the description below, but definitely also encourage you to check out my blog dedicated to blue light blocking glasses to get an even better understanding as to why they may be a good fit for you.
That's awesome.
Item number 3 is the best thing to ever happen to my back. And that's a bold statement when I factor in all the chiropractors and massage therapists I've gone to see over the course of my life, especially when I played sports a lot more often. But it is a foam roller. I was first introduced to one of these things back when I worked at Collective Evolution, and we had one in the office, but its role in my life has only grown exponentially since that point. I am not exaggerating when I say that on a typical day, I use this thing 3 to 4 times, not only to roll out my back, but also my legs and my butt. The exact one I have in terms of color, I can't seem to currently find on Amazon, but for all the other specs to it, which are definitely far more important than the actual color of the thing,
Agree to disagree.
there is an equivalent still selling for the exact same price I paid for mine in 2018, which was $25.99 Canadian. Again, more information in the description below.
Sounds so cool.
While those are my top 3, I do want to give a quick shout out to 2 very good honorable mentions. The first one being my beloved Passion Planner. This is my 6th year using a Passion Planner, and I still love and use it as much today as I did in year number 1. I'll admit that I definitely don't use all of the reflection and goal setting features that the book awesomely offers, but when it comes to the day-to-day organization and keeping myself on task, it is my go-to. The cost for me up here in Canada is a little bit more steep, due in large part to the shipping and the fact that I need to buy it from their actual website. But for those of you in the United States, instead of paying the $70 Canadian that I typically have to pay, yours is available on Amazon for only $30. Again, link in the description.
Thank you.
And my second honorable mention is the book by Tony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within. This 500+ page book is not for casual reading. In fact, I only recommend it to you if you feel that you are fully ready to not only read the book, but to also actively participate and answer the questions and go through the activities that are naturally embedded throughout the course of the book.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I will warn you that having been written in 1992, a number of the references made throughout the book will seem comical in current times. But if you can push past that, it is without a doubt the book that has impacted me the most in this life. And best of all, I bought it on Amazon for a whopping 1 penny. plus $3.49 shipping. I don't currently see it at that ridiculous price, but in my quick search before filming this video, I did find quite a few used options between $2 and $5. Again, links below.
That's impossible!
So what are some inexpensive purchases that you found to be incredibly helpful in your life? I'd love to know about them, so be sure to tell me in the comment section below. And for more brutally honest personal development content designed for those who actually want to change, be sure to check out my most popular video of all time up here. And of course, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below because it makes a bigger difference than you likely think. And to receive my free ebook on 5 simple daily hacks for a genuinely happier life, check out the link in the description. Signing up for that will also make you be one of the first to find out about my upcoming print book.